So this is part of the HRHistory Chronicles, stories by Michael VanDervort from my past. Hopefully you'll find some of them amusing. A few will be more graphic than normal, and this is one. Going back to 1986, I had just started working at a company called Melling Forging Company in Lansing, Michigan. First year in HR, doing some of my first ever recruiting for positions in the factory. I was hiring hammer shop operators, which were guys that used large, giant presses to beat hot metal into shapes that were then forged into parts for automotive use, such as brake shoes and other things. Anyway, we're hiring. I needed 4 hammer shop operators and a couple people in the press room. And so I'm running ads in the local newspaper. And as people come in to apply, we would refer them to the Michigan Employment Security Commission, which was the local unemployment slash job board for the state of Michigan. So one afternoon, I'm sitting in my office, which was a glass enclosed high wall office in a hallway. And this guy buzzes the door, and I buzz him in, and he comes walking down the hall, and he knocks on my door. And I say, "Come on in." I wave my hand, "Come on in." And as he walks in, he's a little short guy wearing a black T-shirt with white lettering. And the T-shirt, and this is where it starts to get graphic, so if you don't want to hear it, you want to shut it off right now. He shows up at my desk and says, "Hey, are you hiring?" And I look at him, and he's wearing this T-shirt that says, "Happiness is a tight pussy." And I think to myself, I'm not hiring anybody that would come in and wear a T-shirt like that on a job interview, even though technically it wasn't an interview, he was applying. But trying to be diplomatic, I say, "Look, we only accept applicants through the MESC, so you should go down there, create an account, and see what they do in terms of referral," thinking that I'm going to push him off and get him out of there with, basically just some diplomacy, despite his own lack of personal tact. He says, "Oh, okay, well, thanks. I really need a job." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, this is the way we hire, so go on." And he leaves, he shuts the door, and I go back to doing some paperwork. This was in the days before computers, when everything was handwritten and all the files were processed by hand. And maybe 4 minutes later, the knock, knock, knock at the door, and the happiness is guy comes back with his T-shirt, and he's got his hand in his pocket, and he says, I have a question for you. And I'm like, "Okay, what is that?" And he goes, "Well, would say maybe $200 help get my application pulled from that job security place?" And after giving it the 1/10 of a microsecond consideration that it was worth, I tell him to get the hell out of my office, because I could have made $1,200. Get the hell out of my office and don't come back. Don't go to MESC. Don't apply. Unbelievable.